Latin is an inflected language. That means that the endings of nouns change based on how that noun is used in the sentence. The cat chases the dog. A nice, simple example where our two nouns, the cat and dog, are each doing different things. The cat is doing the chasing, and the dog is receiving the chasing. This video will cover how Latin illustrates this concept of doers and receivers with the nominative and accusative case. In Latin, the endings of words change based on how that word is used in the sentence. So, if a word is doing the action of the verb, it is going to look differently than if it is receiving the action of the verb. So what exactly does this mean? Okay, let me illustrate this. Here we have a simple sentence. Servus sedet. The slave is sitting. Since the word servus is the subject of sedet, it is in what we call the nominative case. The term nominative comes from the Latin word nomen, which means name. This is the name of our noun, and the form that the noun is in when it is the subject of the verb. But what if we change our sentence around and now say, the master is greeting the slave? Dominus servum salūtat. Do you notice how the ending on our word servus changed to servum? Here, the slave is receiving the action of the verb. He is receiving the greeting. The word servum is in what we call the accusative case. Many singular words in the accusative will end in an M. This is the case, the form of the noun, for the direct objects of the sentence. So did you notice that dominus, the subject of salūtat, is in the nominative case? You will be able to determine which word in our Latin sentence is the subject, the nominative, and which word is the direct object, the accusative, based purely on the ending of the word. Here, let's change our sentence around slightly. Puella rēgīnam salūtat. Here, the word puella is in the nominative case, while rēgīnam is in the accusative case. Notice how it ends in an M, just like servum did. So our girl is doing the action and the queen is receiving it, and we would translate the sentence as, the girl is greeting the queen. We could also do it with words like fēlis, cat, and mus, mouse. Fēlis mūrem salūtat. The word fēlis is in the nominative case, while mūrem, which ends in an M, is in the accusative. So the cat is doing the action, the mouse is receiving the action, and we should translate it, the cat is greeting the mouse. So did you notice that in our Latin sentence, the subject nominative case always comes first, with the direct object accusative case in the middle and the verb at the end? This is the typical word order for Latin sentences, and it's different from what we are used to in English, where the direct object goes after the verb. There's one more note. When you have a linking verb like is, since this linking verb acts just like an equal sign, both sides of the verb will be in the nominative case. So we can say something like, Claudia is a girl. Claudia est puella. And both Claudia and puella are in the nominative. So it's important to be able to identify the different cases of a noun in Latin. Here, let's list the nouns we've seen here in this video in both their nominative and accusative cases. There's puella in the nominative and puellam in the accusative, rēgīna in the nominative and rēgīnam, servus and servum, dominus and dominum, fēlis and fēlem, and mus and mūrem. You'll notice that when the noun is receiving the action as the accusative case direct object, it will often end in an M. Look for this M and you'll do yourself well. The nominative case for nouns isn't as easy to identify. Often it will end in an S, like in servus, dominus, fēlis, and mus, but sometimes it ends in an A, like puella and rēgīna. It depends on the word itself, but the different types of nouns is a subject for another video.